My name is Hiroki Hashimoto. Nowadays, I'm a famous professional football player, but my life wasn't always like this. Nowadays, I've got a nice car, nice houses all around the world, and more money than I know what to do with. But a couple of years ago, my life wasn't like this. And I will now tell you the story of how I rose to become one of the world's best football players. You'll see all the hurdles and the challenges I faced while on this journey. I hope you will enjoy. I'm just going to tell you a little about my background before I get into this. I was born in Tokyo, Japan, to an American mother and a Japanese father. My mother had been living there for 10 years before I was born. She met my father. I was the first of 3 children. We lived in Japan for a bit, but when I was 3 years old, we moved to Orlando. This is where I learned to love football, or soccer as we call it back there. This is where I honed my skills and where I became the player I am today. But let's get into my story. It all began with a phone call. I'd been waiting for this phone call for a while. It was during the January transfer window, and I really wanted to get to a professional team. At the time, I was playing for a team in the 3rd tier in the USA. I was only an amateur. My agent said that there were 3 teams that were after my services, all professional. They were Arka Gdynia, a newly promoted team to the Polish 1st Division; Charlton Athletic, a team in the English Football League 1. And when I said the name of this final side, FC Tokyo, I knew this would be my new team. This team had been supported on my father's side of the family for generations. I wanted to make my father's family proud. I knew this is where my career would begin. And I knew I would become an FC Tokyo legend. I joined the team in the January transfer window. Our first match would be on February 3rd, 2016. We were playing in the Asian League Cup against Al Qasida of Saudi Arabia. This would be my first chance to show the manager how good a player I am, and what I can bring to this side, and why he should play me in the league. We began the match off where I got the ball. I was on the attack, trying to get past. I got past, but unfortunately I hit the post, and I couldn't hit the ball in. We were playing really well, and I got the ball again. I ran past the defenders. I tried to have another shot, but it wasn't the best shot, and it went over the crossbar. We were passing the ball around quite nicely, but I got the ball here again, and the defenders were able to take it off me quite quickly. And then my team had the ball again, and then I go past one defender, and then I had a brilliant opportunity to score my first goal, but I messed up again. It hadn't been the best match for me so far, but my team were playing quite well against our opposition. I had another chance to score a goal, and again I missed. They didn't have the ball, and they had a great opportunity here. They were in our half, they were passing the ball around nicely, but their cross ended up, and our defenders were able to comfortably deal with this. But then it went back to their players, and they had a brilliant opportunity. Our keeper saved it quite well. And then again, on the edge of half time, they had a great attack here. But they messed up again, and we were able to calmly retrieve the ball. And then we had another great opportunity to score, but we wasted it. After half time, we started again, and we were playing quite well, passing the ball around nicely, just as we had been in the first half. But our passing wasn't quite on point, and we still couldn't really get the ball to goal. Then we had the ball again in our opposition's half, passing around quite nicely, and I got myself on the ball. I ran past the defenders, and then boom! My first ever career goal in this friendly match against Al Qasida, and the rush of emotion, the rush of adrenaline when I scored this goal it was just amazing. I never scored a goal in a professional game, and it was just exhilarating. It was an amazing rush. I felt so happy. I felt like I'd done my family proud. I'd done what I always wanted to do. I'd followed my dream, and in my first match to score a goal to possibly win the match for my team, it just felt amazing. And when the crowd started to roar my name, nothing gets better than that. They then also went on the attack, but they weren't quite lucky. We then had another brilliant opportunity, but our passing was quite lacking, and they were able to easily regain the ball. Then they tried to attack us, but we calmly kept on the possession, and they had an opportunity right on the edge of the end of the match. But their goalkeeper was quite good and he saved my shot. The final whistle then went, and as I said before, the goal I scored won the game. And can anything be better than that, to score the winning goal for your team? It was a great first match for me, and I couldn't wait to get some more action in this friendly competition. Hopefully we could get our first piece of silverware, but we still have to see. That was the end of my first match, and I had high hopes for the second one. In the second match, we were playing against Al-Weda, another Saudi Arabian team. After that first performance, I didn't know what the future could hold. Again, I was in the starting 11, and the manager had given me the honour of kicking off. Straight away I got on the ball, passing around nicely, but that wasn't quite the best pass, and I couldn't get the assist there. Again, I put quite a good cross in, but none of my teammates were in the area to head it in. And then another great opportunity for my side, but my teammate sadly had a shot saved by their keeper. We then got a corner, and I ran up hoping to get onto the ball. I had the ball and then put a great cross in, and then boom! An assist from me in my second match. Debut goal and an assist in the second match, and what a great goal I set up there for my teammate Morsigi. Could it get better in this tournament for us? We'd been playing amazing in the last two matches, and we all had really high hopes. The crowd roared our names again, and it was as amazing as when I had scored my first goal. The fine header that he put on my cross. Then I had the ball again. I was going in the attack. We were passing the ball around quite nicely, but they were able to quickly regain possession. They hadn't had possession in our half. They were passing the ball around quite nicely, but we were defending quite well, and we were able to get the ball back. We then got the ball again, and we were passing it quite well. And then my teammate assists another teammate of mine, and a brilliant goal there from him. He hits it off the post, and it goes into the top corner. And good celebration there, all of the team together there. And we were winning 2-0, and we were really dominating this match, and we were all very happy about this. Let's just take another look at his goal here. We're passing the ball around quite nicely, and a good assist there, and he hits it off the post, and it goes in to the back of the net. Let's just take another look at that. Quite a good goal from my teammate. So, a good second game as well, a good start to it. And right on the edge of half time, scored another goal. We went into the changing rooms quite happy. And we had high hopes for the second half. Hopefully, and another performance like we had in the first match, and more performance like this in the rest of the tournament, we could definitely win this, we all thought. So going into the second half, they could control the possession at the beginning here. As you can see, they were passing the ball around quite nicely, but it wasn't the best passing at the end there, and they kicked the ball out. But again, they were on the ball here. They were still passing the ball around quite nicely. They were kind of dominating, but we easily defended against them. And then the ball went to me, but sadly I couldn't really do anything with it. Then had an amazing opportunity, but our keeper was on the ball today, and he got another brilliant save. And here, they just missed out on a header. They were very unlucky. And then they were just pounding our goal, a large amount of shots, but they couldn't get through. And right on the edge of the end of the match here, I was on the attack, but I fumbled the shot and wasn't able to get a shot away. And that's how the match ended, 2-0, a brilliant result for us in our second match. And my second match, how much better could these first two matches have gotten? The supporters were happy, the club was happy, and the manager was happy. How much better could it get? And we'd basically gotten out of the group due to these 6 points we had already gotten. We had high hopes for the third match in this group. If we won that, we were guaranteed a first place position. But we just had to see what happened. So this is the third and final match I'll talk to you about today. We're playing a South Korean team called Gwangju FC. They were the best team in our group. They began off the match quite well, but they missed their opportunity there. They had a great opportunity to score, but they fumbled it. Then we went up the other way, and I'd gotten past a couple of defenders. I had a great opportunity here, but just like their striker had up at our penalty area, I missed it as well. We were passing around the ball quite nicely, but our crosses just weren't that good on this day. And neither were theirs, and it wasn't really the best first half of a football match I'd ever seen. So we went in at half time 0-0. The supporters weren't too happy due to the boring first half, really. But our manager gave us a team talk and he wanted us to go and get this win. We would try our hardest, but we could only really try. They had a good free kick here and they tried to hit it in, but they missed it. And we were quite lucky there. And then again, they were attacking quite well in the second half against us, but we were managing to hold them off. We had some good passing as well, but they really controlled the second half, and they really deserved the win, I think. But we were quite lucky here. I was on the attack again, but I was pushed off the ball by their stronger defender. And it was really a back and forth match in the later parts of the second half. Some good shots from both sides, but both goalkeepers were really on the ball in this match, and both of them performing quite well. I had the ball again here, and I was running past a couple of defenders, and then I just had the ball taken off right before I was about to take the shot. And again, I had a good shooting opportunity, but again, kicking it at their defense. And then again, I was on the attack, but what would I do here? I would mess it up again, a third time in a row, and I understood why the manager was angry with me. And then they were on the attack here, but they couldn't do much with the ball, and it went out there, and then the final whistle blew. We'd gotten out of the group, and we were going to the semi-final of this Asian Elite Cup. Even though it was a friendly tournament, it's still an important tournament for me. I really wanted to win it back then, because only 18 years old and already playing professional football. And this is the table at the end. We finished in second place behind Gwangju FC. Hey guys, so hope all of you did enjoy this cinematic player career mode episode 1. If you want to see more of this, drop a like and also comment in the comments down below. But if you want to see something different or you just want to see all Wolfsburg career mode, also put down in the comments so I know what all of you want. And if you did enjoy, I'll make more of these. If you didn't, I'll just stop. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.